all glory and praises to
Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Kakadash.
double honor to our beloved elders and apostles of great millstone. Shalom to the hope elect. Shalom to all you Octane Christians, truthers and serious. So brothers from the GMS Columbus, Ohio branch coming back again with another live camp for the spirit. Lord's will is edifying. And pretty much I'm gonna just follow the spirit, that we were tapping into to the ending of our class today, our Sunday class. Pretty much the heathen going into subjection, all right, going into slavery, all right, becoming employees for the nation of Israel, all right, if you will, all right, because when you go into the word employee, it ultimately derives from slave. You see, and one thing we have to understand that the kingdom of heaven will not only just be a kingdom, but it will be a government. All right, it will be a business. You see, it will thrive and it will flourish. We will have servants, we will have handmaids and handmaidens. All right, according to the Holy Bible, man. The kingdom of heaven isn't this big, fluffy cloud, all right, with pearly gates that you enter into. You see, the kingdom of heaven, ultimately will be rooted in the throne of David. All right, where you had David, conquer the heathenistic nations at that point in time. You see, and through that, 40 years of peace, sprang forth in the earth with Solomon. So we can get that on 1 Chronicles 18. And if you're not with that, the hell with you.
That's right.
The Lord's going to kill you.
Yeah.
You see, if you want to be a slave to Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, etc., the Lord's going to handle you, man. Yeah. Go ahead, bro.
This is 1 Chronicles chapter 18 at the top. Now after this, it came to pass that King David smote the Philistines and subdued them and took Gath and her towns out of the hand of the Philistines.
Right. So when you tap into it, what was the throne of David rooted in? David conquering the nations, putting the heathen nations in subjection, man. All right, because I believe, was it maybe Friday or just a couple classes or videos ago, it was pretty much tapping into, how, these heathens are animal or like animals, man. You see, and we have seen the after effects of their rulership. This is why these heathens has to be chained down and put in the shackles, man. All right, and have to be taught the ways of Yahweh, Yahweh Shai. We'll get that Isaiah 2 on deck as well. See, it's necessary. Not only, because like I said, through the spirit, we're not just assholes. We just want servants and handmaids for the fuck of it. Ultimately, the earth needs it, man.
Yeah, that's right.
The earth needs these heathens to be shackled up, because this is the byproduct of heathens ruling the planet Earth. All right, concrete, trash everywhere. Look at the behavior patterns of the people. This is the after effect of heathens ruling the earth, man. And the earth is tired. So what? The earth needs the sons of the Most High in rulership, that it may thrive as well. Real quick, to Jake grab Wisdom of Solomon 6, like the last 3 verses maybe. Just real quick. So Wisdom of Solomon 6. I start at 21. So this is really go to 23. Wisdom of Solomon 6, 23. Wisdom of Solomon 6 and verse 24 says, but the multitude of the wise is the welfare of the world. Right, the multitude of the wise is the welfare of the world. Can Jake get that word welfare real quick? All right, because like I said, us putting the heathen in subjection, isn't just for the fuck of it. It has purpose. It has meaning. It has substance behind it. All right, it ultimately, will help better and forward the planet Earth, man. You got it, bro.
This is welfare. Just a simple Google search.
Yep.
The health, happiness, and fortunes of a person or group.
You see, one more time.
Yep. This is welfare out of the Google search. The health, happiness, and fortunes of a person or group.
Right. The health, happiness, fortune.
Yep. Fortunes of a person or group.
You see. So like I said, ultimately the earth will thrive. Humanity will thrive with the multitude of the wise ruling the planet Earth, man. Plain and simple. All right. Now, Jake can jump back to that First Chronicles.
Back at 1 Chronicles 18 and 2. And he smote Moab, and the Moabites became King David's servants.
Right. And real quick, let's just sit and ponder on these different nations that David, our beloved king, which we know his name means beloved, Dawadah, all right, or Dawad, as some brothers pronounce it. Let's. All right. real quick, let's just ponder upon, the nations that he put in subjection in their deeds while they were on the planet. The Philistines ultimately, stemmed from the seed of Ham, all right? And then you had, the Moabites who come out of, ultimately, the lords of Lot, so on and so forth, all right? But, they ultimately sprang forth to be heathenistic nations, right? All right? Because what, incest, all right? That those nations that sprang forth. See? But ultimately, look at the Hamites. Look at what Ham has done to the planet. He pollutes all, pushes all types of witchcraft and sorcery. He eats monkeys. All right. What else is?
He gets pissed on by cows.
Pissed on by cows. He just homosexual, completely immoral. You see? Look at Moab. He eats sea urchins and octopus and fucking what else?
Moab.
Moab.
He eats everything. They don't give a fuck. They're just a garbage disposal.
Dog, snails, small cities. Right. You see? So look at the works of these heathenistic nations. Who else? Elam. Look at his conditions.
They're smelly.
Smelly.
They don't know how to clean themselves. Like, they're just screwed.
Right. See? And then ultimately are the wickedness of them all, Esau, Edom. So he just completely has annihilated the planet, man. All right, and let this man, continue to rule and rulership. The whole planet will blow up. Real quick, we just grab that Revelation 6 and 4. All right, going into that red horse, which we know is Esau, Edom.
Yep. This is Revelation chapter 6, verse 4. And there went out another horse that was red, and power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth, and that they should kill one another, and there was given unto him a great sword.
One more time.
Yep. Revelation 6, verse 4.
Yep.
And there went out another horse that was red.
Right, you go into that word horse, ultimately, stems from power. All right, go ahead, bro. Symbolizing power. So it's a red horse, a red power. Go ahead, bro.
Excuse me. And there was power, and their power was given to him that sat thereon to take.
Right. Power was given to him that sat thereon. Go ahead.
Power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth.
To take peace from the earth. You see, under the hands of Esau, Edom, the planet Earth is just completely ruined. All right? Like we always say, look around. Look at the architecture. Everything is all dim and gray and, brown and foggy, Fucking, oil spewing down the sides of the buildings. Like the Elder Buck said, smog and there's all types of debris and heavy metals and toxins in the air. All right? But ultimately, this is the byproduct of heathens ruling the planet Earth, man. See? This is what, the planet Earth has become with heathens ruling over it, man. Just a cesspool of wickedness, idolatry, witchcraft, pollution, see?
Drugs.
Drugs, adultery, just wickedness as a whole, man. But,
Yep. Back at it, Revelation 6:4, at the bottom, it says, should kill one another, and there was given unto him a great sword.
Right, and it was given to him a great sword. See, we know to deal with that sword in Genesis the 27th chapter, man. All right, and that sword, he has pretty much, in a nutshell, weaponized everything he has touched. The food, all right, plants,
the women,
he had the herbs, all right. This man has weaponized everything, man. And not only, that, but, what he has, used the engines of war as well. All right? What you got it, bro?
Just real quick, because I just looked into the meaning behind the color red. And it says the negative associations with the color red, danger and warning. Red association with fire and blood makes it a universal signal for danger, warning, and threat.
Man, that's spiritual as hell.
Yeah. Let's look more. It says anger and aggression. Phrases like seeing red link the color to intense anger, aggression, and rage.
Right.
It says violence and war.
It's like a good movie to reference. Is 28 days later and all that. They use that red, that red cover art, the red eyes, and what do they call it? The rage virus. You know, going, just to back you up.
Yeah.
So
And
you
then
can
one
get a
more.
picture of what, what was being said.
Yeah. It says violence and war. Historically, the color red has been associated with conflict, bloodshed, and warfare.
Yeah, and that's what Esau Edom has pushed the planet Earth, man. Nothing but war, bloodshed, all right, rage. See? Lord.
I got something real quick. This is something that I know Apostle Gabar, he goes into a lot. Because he said the color red, it says the banking family. I just typed in banking family red shield.
Yeah.
Alright. The banking family red shield refers to Rothschild's family, a prominent European banking dynasty whose name derives from the German phrase Zum Rotund a child, something like that. It says, well, in English it says to the red shield. You know what I'm saying? Just showing you that that's Esau Edom,
Yep.
so-called know-you-know-whos.
Yep, that's why, yeah, Rothschild goes to Red Shield, you know. Easily put together, man. Who are the devils of this earth, man? All right? Plain, early, man. All right, these fucking devils, man.
And that's why the Heavenly Father is going to restore you. We'll jump back to that first.
Okay, I had a precept real quick. This is Genesis chapter 27 and verse 40. I'm gonna jump up. I'm jump Genesis 27:38. And Esau said unto his father, Hast thou but one blessing, my father? Bless me, even me also, O my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept.
Right, so you had a situation where pretty much, Edom, I won't say he got finessed out his blessing because it's already predestined.
Yep.
But, it was a controversial situation between Jacob and Esau and their blessing they received from their father. Pretty much Esau, he got the short end of the stick. All right, and so he tapped into his blessing. Got it.
Verse 39. And Isaac his father answered and said unto him, Behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth and of the dew of heaven from above.
Right, and we're in his blessing at this present time, man. Go ahead, the latter end of it.
Verse 40. And by the sword shalt thou live, and shalt serve thy brother, and it shall come to pass when thou shalt have the dominion, thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck. Keep going. And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing, wherewith his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, The days of mourning for my father are at hand, then will I slay my brother Jacob.
Right, we see that today. Esau Edom has that continual, that perpetual hatred as it is written to this very day, man. Towards you blacks, Negroes, you so-called blacks, you Negroes, all right, you Latino tribes and Native Americans,
Yeah,
man.
and you so-called Native American, you Native American Northern tribe, y'all starting to catch a real ass whooping, all right? They got the ICE operations. So in a nutshell, all 12 tribes are getting judged for what we've done, all right? Here in Babylon, throughout the four corners of the earth, all right? We're catching the ass whooping. But soon that ass whooping is about to be flipped on to Esau Edom, the so-called white man, that the other tribes, the other nations, all right? Because they all had their hand at destroying Israel, all right? Yasharallah, man. Yep. This is 1 Chronicles chapter 18, back at it.
Excuse me, sir. What tribe?
Stay locked in.
Yeah.
You want to come up and ask a question, man, about that yell to me.
This is 1 Chronicles 18:3. And King David smote Hadarezer, king of Zobah, unto Hamath, as he went to establish his dominion by the river Euphrates.
Yep.
And King David took from him 1,000 chariots and 7,000 horsemen and 20,000 footmen. King David also howled all the chariots, horses, but reserved of them 100 chariots.
Right, so we can't forget these accounts, man. We was briefly tapping into, understanding what you're reading and remembering these accounts, man. All right? And when you link it now to Yahweh Shai is coming with that same blueprint. Real quick, we get that Isaiah 9 and start at 5.
Isaiah 9 and 5, it says, For every battle of the warrior is with confused noise. Isaiah 9 and 6, For unto us a child is born, unto us a son is given.
Right, this is a prophecy concerning Yahweh Shai. Unto us a child is born. Go ahead.
And the government shall be upon his shoulders. And
Right,
it
it
is-
said the government shall be upon his shoulder, man. You see, Yahweh Shai is going to be the top tier guy once the nation of Israel is established, man. The government is going to be upon his shoulder, man. You got it.
And his name shall be called Wonderful Counselor, the Mighty God, the Everlasting Father, the Prince of Peace. Of the increase of his kingdom, so like an increase of his government and peace, so there shall be no end upon the throne of David and upon his kingdom, to order it and to establish it with judgment, with justice from henceforth forever. The zeal of Yahweh of hosts will perform this.
Right. So like you said, upon the throne of David. You see? So Yahweh Shai is going to receive that throne. All right. The same thing, like I said, in the exact fashion that Solomon did. You see, he's going to follow that blueprint. All right. And what did Solomon do once he received it ultimately? He made, real quick, we get that in, I think that's in Chronicles 2. He say he made him to pay tribute. I believe this is like first Chronicles, maybe first Chronicles 8 or second Chronicles 8. All right. So for you Christians, who come in with this peace doctrine, this kumbaya doctrine, that's all false. All right, and ultimately it's going to translate into the New Testament as well. Because what the scriptures speak about, Yahweh Shai coming to conquer these nations, man. He's going to be the King of kings and Lord of lords for a reason. Jake, find out.
This is Second Chronicles chapter 8, and I'm gonna start at 7. As for all the people that were left of the Hittites and the Amorites and the Perizzites and Hivites and the Jebusites, which were not of Israel, but of their children who were left after them in the land.
Real quick, you read that in NLT? I just want to see what it says.
I got G and B, so.
2 Chronicles 8 verse 8 in the NLT, it says, these were descendants of the nations whom the people of Israel had not destroyed. So Solomon,
Yeah, one more time.
Second Chronicles,
man.
Second Chronicles,
What you Christians talking about, man? Go ahead, bro.
2 Chronicles 8 verse 8, these were the descendants of the nations whom the people of Israel had not destroyed.
These were the descendants, all right, of the nation that the people of Israel did not destroy. This what happens when this will befell them. All right, those who pretty much were left, all right, after David did his slaughtering, this is what they had to do. They had to go into subjection. Go ahead, bro.
It says, so Solomon conscripted them for his labor force, and they serve in the labor force to this day.
One more time.
So Solomon conscripted them for his labor force.
Right, he made them to do laborious work. Go ahead. He made them slaves.
And they serve in the labor force to this day.
Yep.
I got the definition real quick.
Yeah, that's in the verse.
Can I get the definition real quick out of conscripted? So this is just simple Google search. It says to enlist someone compulsorily, typically into the armed services. All right, that's what conscription is. Or let me see if I can find a better one. All right. That all goes pretty much into the military. To enlist, enroll, induct, recruit. All right.
So 2 Chronicles 8 in verse 9, in NLT it says, but Solomon did not conscript any of the Israelites for his labor force.
See? So just like how the kingdom of heaven is going to be set up. We ain't going to be working. I mean, we want to create and do different things, and explore our spiritual gifts. Of course we will. All right? But we're not going to be doing no hard toiling, man. We're going to leave that for the heathens to do. All right? Those, the remnant, those who remain after, the great slaughtering, all right, that Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua is going to bring upon the planet Earth concerning the heathen. All right? Those people, beginning with the elites, are going to go straight into captivity, man. They're going to go straight into chains, into shackles. All right? And they're going to be a part of that labor force, man.
Right.
We could get that too in Ezekiel, several continual employment. But you got it, bro.
It says, instead, he assigned them to serve as fighting men, officers in his army, commanders of his chariots and charioteers.
The 144 ultimately. When you look at it, when you mirror it, so to speak, when Yahweh Shai set up he's going to put the heathen in subjection, and he's going to set his people up. He's going to set up his governing body, all right, his 144,000, a large multitude, etc. All right, and their descendants, you know, will be risen up through the Spirit, all right, throughout time and receiving inheritance from the elect, man. You know, from their respective families and tribes. You got it. What you got? Okay,
Verse 10, it says, King Solomon appointed 250 of them to supervise the people.
Yep.
Solomon moved his wife, Pharaoh's daughter, from the city of David to the new palace.
Hold on, read that verse one more time.
Verse,
The verse you just read, like 250.
verse 10, King Solomon appointed 250 of them to supervise the people.
Right. One more time, Slot. So he set his men up, all right, to be watchmen or watch over the heathen, you know what I'm saying, so on and so forth. Taskmasters, man. Yahweh Shai is going to make us taskmasters, and we speak about that in Revelation, the 2nd chapter. Jake could hold that on that to Revelation 2. What's that, 26, I believe? You got it, man.
Solomon moved his wife, Pharaoh's daughter, from the city of David to the new palace he had built for her. He said, my wife must not live in King David's palace, for the ark of Yahweh has been there, and it is holy ground.
Yep.
Then Solomon presented burnt offerings to Yahweh on the altar he had built for him in front of the entry room of the temple.
That's pretty much the point. You know, so yeah, you know, in a nutshell, you see the blueprint that's being followed under the throne of David, man. All right, David, you know, he came and conquered the nations, and through that conquering sprang forth what? Peace in the planet Earth, man. Same thing Yahweh Shai is going to do. Once he comes upon the planet Earth, he's going to conquer the nations. And then after that conquering, once he subdues these animals, these heathens, all right, peace is going to spring forth on the planet Earth. He's going to set up his men, all right, put everything in order, all right, put the heathen in give them their tasks to toil, all right, to tend to the earth, to tend to the Israelites. You see? And like I said, peace and order is going to be ran in the planet, man.
Real quick. This is Proverbs 29:2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice, but when the wicked beareth rule, the people will mourn.
Right, because ultimately, throughout a period of time of, you know, us beating the heathen in subjection, they're going to look back, you know, and compare our rulership to the ways of Esau, Edom's rulership. They're like, man, this is far better, all right? Of course, they're going to be subject to, you know, the curse of the flesh, so to speak, death, you know, sickness, illness. But they'll be able to, you know, I believe through the Spirit, speaking as a man, they may be able to live longer. You know what I'm saying?
Well, they will, because
they're going to, you know, be able to, you know, enjoy the herbs. They're going to be able to have real fruit.
Breathe better.
The air is going to be clear. I thought that was one cap alone. I want to say this, so I think he's going to try to roll back up here, too. You know what I'm saying? I could, you know, I remember the last song.
Yeah.
Seen that stupid ass hat. That's it.
Try to come back up. We ain't talk to him ever again. That nigga a waste of time.
Yeah, straight up.
Cause I remember that shit.
Yeah.
Last time, that nigga.
And he just went to UK, so he's trying to do his rounds.
Doing his rounds again.
Yeah.
He's getting more. Esau's giving more funds. Probably ran out, had a low.
Yeah.
Now he's getting a little more funds from Esau. Like, all right, go back out there and do your thing. I mean, it comes from the top, but it's not going to. What they going to say, we're going to say the same thing too. All right?
But, yeah, just going back to the point, you know, ultimately these heathens are going to go into subjection, man. All right? But one more time on that.
On the,
Proverbs
okay. This is back at Proverbs 29, verse 2.
Yep.
It says, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice, but when the wicked beareth rule, the people will mourn.
Right, so going back to my point, like I was saying, you know, when you sit back and like I said, the heathen are going to be in remembrance, like, man, damn. You know, they're going to remember, you know, being in Esau, Edom's kingdom, under his rulership, him being the head, the chief of the planet Earth. Then the new ruler, the profitable one, Yahweh Shai, his rulership in the planet Earth. And like I said, I believe through the Spirit, they may live longer. Like I said, because they're not going to be subject, you know, to this GMO food. Ain't going to be no GMOs in the kingdom, man. Out there, it ain't going to be no Petri dishes in the kingdom, man. Science laboratories, man. Laboratories and shit, man.
Yeah.
You know? But, you know, the damn, I forget the glasses. You know, they know the scientific glasses.
Oh, I know you're talking about.
Nitrogen with,
you know,
hydraulic fluid and shit, whatever the fuck.
Flask or
Flask, yeah. all that shit. Ain't gonna be none of that shit in the kingdom, man. So, you know, they're gonna sit like, damn, man, I'm 200. Man, I just turned 250. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't know. You know, we'll see in the kingdom, but just speculating as a man. Because you gotta think, prior to Esau, Edom, you know, ruling the planet Earth, you know, in his wickedness, you know, ultimately, you know, that curse came from men and their wickedness. But, you know, I had a point of time where men lived up to close to 1,000 years of age, man. You know, men live few hundred years, 500 years, 400 years, man. So, you know, the heathen throughout time is going to see the benefits of the wise ones, all right, the sons of the Most High ruling the planet Earth, man. All right, everyone's going to feel the effect of Yahweh Shah's rulership and see how beneficial it is for righteousness to spring forth in the planet. And then, like I said, they're going to look back like, man, yeah, fuck that, man, you know. And then they're going to follow suit. All right, according to Isaiah, the 2nd chapter, man, they're going to see their glory and they're going to flock to it. Like, damn, yeah, man, you know, you ain't going to have fucking little 3-year-old babies, 4-year-old babies, you know, with leukemia and all types of shit, man. You know, they get stuck in they, you know, in their buttocks with vaccines and shit prior to come, you know, once they come out the womb, etc.
Yeah,
Tylenol. Ain't gonna be none of that shit. You know, birth control and Planned Parenthood and all that shit. All that shit's gonna be done away with, man.
Black culture.
Right.
That's a big thing.
Oh, no, I got a precept.
I got one too.
Real quick, because like you said, you know, we ain't gonna have all that GMO bullshit and all that in the kingdom. This is Isaiah 11 and 9. Then they shall not hurt nor destroy in all my holy mountain, for the earth shall be full of the knowledge of Yahweh as the waters cover the sea. So I'm saying, so the whole earth gonna be filled with the knowledge of the Lord, and it ain't gonna be hurt no more with all this damn pollution and fucking false philosophies. All that shit gonna be taken away. So then, in turn, the heathen, they learning from us. They're learning to keep the laws and all different like things like that. So they're gonna live longer. You know what I'm saying? Because now, a lot of people that's dying is because either they get shot down by some man-made weapon. We ain't gonna have violence like that in the kingdom. Or they can die over diseases because of what you eat or what you outside got infected by something, or damn STD or some shit, whatever the fuck. All that shit gonna be taken away out of in the kingdom.
Even here it is. You in Babylon the Great. You could just be going on a stroll on High Street. You know, all these power lines and shit is killing you, man. All that radiation and shit is just frying your brain. The lights in your home, the mercury and all that shit is just slowly killing you, man. You consuming all this exhaust, these fossil fuels, etc. It's polluting you, man. Shit, it's so bad. So where the detergent, motherfuckers getting cancers and shit from this detergent you use, Tide, Gain, and all that shit. The bleach, the dyes and shit that's just leaching into your skin. You know?
Color number 2.
Yeah, all this shit is just polluted, man. All right? So like I said, us putting the heathen in subjection is righteous and it's necessary, man. It's for the welfare of humanity. It's for the welfare of the earth. It's for the welfare of all creation, man. And real quick, let's just grab that Romans 8. What's that, Romans 8? It says, real quick. That verse on 10.
Down the list, different nations, going back to Elam, this nigga, you know, he's so dirty that he got a whole, it's like a little lake or a little river, whatever, that he worship and he bathed himself in. He got so much pollution in it, he made the whole lake dead. You know what I'm saying? Because that's a living, you know, water is living, things inside the water is living. But now that shit dead because it's all polluted and they still washing, you know what I'm saying? So that's why heathens, they need us. They just stupid, you know what I mean?
Right, the still water and all that shit. You know?
Yes, like in Handland, also they got the same thing. I seen that personally. They shit and they clean themselves in the same water that they use the bathroom if, you know, defecate and all that stuff. So as I said, these heathen, they need order and structure, man. And guess what? We're going to be the ones to do it.
Get that, they called that Isaiah 2 as well.
Yeah, I'm sorry. But you wanted Romans 8?
Yeah. Matter of fact, just get that Isaiah 2 first, real quick. Just, you know, since we're on that time.
This is Isaiah chapter 2. Start at the top. Verse 1. The word that Isaiah, the son of Amos, saw concerning Judah in Jerusalem. And it shall come to pass in the last days that the mountain of the Lord's house shall be established.
Right, the government. All right, we go into it. The mountain, ultimately going to the government. All right, that's going to rule over the planet Earth. And we correlate that with today. What they have is summit meetings. All right, and when you go into a summit, the summit is the peak of a mountain. All right, you got it, bro.
Back at it. It says, and it shall come to pass in the last days that the mountain of the Lord's.
Right, in the last days. So this is a future prophecy. All right, if you ever, for you brothers out there, ever dealing with a big nostril guy who may come up, this is a cut to them, man. Because they don't fulfill this. All right, those small hats in Atlanta, they don't fulfill Isaiah the 2nd chapter, man, at all. None of the prophecies, besides being the wicked. Go ahead, bro.
It says, the Lord's house shall be established in the top of the mountains and shall be exalted above the hills, and all nations shall flow unto it.
Right, all nations are going to flow unto us, man. You see, they're going to see that glory, that splendor. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, they're going to be moved, man. They're going to be pure. They're going to be on a piccolo shit, just, sitting in the air and shit. You know what I'm saying? Doing all types of fly shit, man. All right, they're going to see, abundance. They're going to see, the precious elements and things just spring forth, so on and so forth, man. They're going to see order. They're going to see righteousness. All right, they're going to be wooed at that, like, man. You know what I'm saying? We need to flock to these people. That we may thrive, that we may live. You got it, bro.
Verse 3. And many people shall go and say, come ye, and let us go up to the mountain of the Lord, to the house of the Most High of Jacob, and he will teach us in his ways. Teach us of his ways, and we will walk in his paths. We'll read that again. In his ways, and we will walk in his paths. For out of Zion shall go forth the law and the word of the Lord Yahweh from Jerusalem.
We were just tapping into, going into the Balaam and Balak camp, and how wooed they were at seeing us, man. All right. But ultimately, like I said, these nations are going to flock to us, man. Okay? Scripture speak about the law being our wisdom in the sight of the nation. And what's that scripture? So great people. Didn't we
I think you
just
had
read
that as a POD, right?
Who was as great as his people? Something like that. I think it was great. Wow.
It was like it's the people.
Yeah.
I got it. Deuteronomy 33. I'm gonna start up. I'm gonna start at let me see.
Man, bro, I was just thinking about that. Just amps me up, man. Just, gives me butterflies, man. How great are we gonna be, man? How beautiful are we gonna be in the planet? People gonna just see us and just fucking, pass out. You thought niggas and bitches was passing out from Michael Jackson. While this nigga was carnal. While this nigga was in the flesh. How much more when the sons of the Most High is, you know what I'm talking about? Chiseled up to a T. You know what I'm saying? Really got that glow. You know what I'm saying? Or what's the Last Dragon? Jake literally gonna glow. You know what I'm saying? Jake walking the earth quakes. You know what I'm saying? How beautiful are we really gonna be in that time, man? We got a lot to look forward to, Aki.
That's right.
Got it.
Sure.
It's Deuteronomy 33 and 28. Israel then shall dwell safely alone. The fountain of Jacob shall be upon the land of corn and wine. Also his heaven shall drop down dew.
Damn.
Happy art thou, O Israel, who is like unto thee.
Right, who is like unto thee? The heathen, I'm like, man, look at these people, man. It's gonna, man, we're going angels and chariots everywhere, man. It's gonna be beautiful, man. I can't wait. Just chariots, chariots just gonna be able to manifest themselves. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just sit there, just chill. Angels, we speak about newly created beasts, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be all types of it. Earth is gonna, because you gotta think, if we're gonna get a new body, right? We're gonna be changed. The earth is gonna be changed as well. You You know, in the sense of our presence, you know, things are going to be amplified, man. Everything's going to be vibrant. You know what I'm saying? Things ain't going to be all dull and shit, man. And look at Esau's kingdom. Just look around. I'll never forget this. You know, the elder Manasseh Takba in South Carolina said to his men that he would just tell them just to look around. Just look at Esau Edom's kingdom, man. Look at, you know, the Ohio State University. This shit ass for real. It's all brown, and you know what I'm saying? Which brown is a beautiful color, don't get me wrong. You know, it's all, you know, this everything's just dim. It's like how you got a damn like LED lights, you can control the setting, how bright or how dim you want it. You know what I'm saying? This shit just at 0%. Everything all tan and gray and shit, man. This shit's weak, man. Yeah, Gotham City, man. Our streets are going to be paved with gold, man. Just imagine that. And when you think about the science behind it, the knowledge behind it, gold is an energy conductor, man. You see? So everything that Esau Edom's kingdom has offers, our kingdom is going to be, you know, far better. And it's going to be a science behind why it's better. Because when you walk on gold, like I said, it's an energy conductor and it's a soft metal. All right? Now here in Babylon the Great, we walking on concrete. Jake knees hurt, joints hurt, ankles swelled up. You know what I'm saying? From walking on this concrete all the damn time. All right, Jake don't know nothing about grounding and all that. You see? That's why men, you know, in the ancients, how we wore sandals a lot, you know? Jake can feel the earth, feel the sand, you know what I'm saying? Be in tune with nature. Jake's not even in tune with nature anymore, man. All right, because what? Nature is covered up by stones and rocks, you know? But, you gotta...
It says, O people saved by Yahweh, the shield of thy help, and who is the sword of thy excellency, and thine enemies shall be found liars unto thee, and thou shalt tread upon their high places.
Right, you know, gonna rule over these nations, man. All right, the Lord's gonna fight for us. You know, what's some more in that Isaiah?
Yes, and also I had a precept, but I'll jump back to it. Back in Isaiah.
I can't wait to get the fuck out of here, man. This shit ass. The way people dress, like, all that is gonna matter. Like I remember me and the elder bro was speaking. We was at Easton. And Easton a beautiful. I like the setting of Easton. I like going there. I like going to the fountain and shit. But like, ain't gonna be if you gonna be in my courts, you know, wherever, you know, Lord's will I make it. You know, the scriptures speak about us ruling over cities. My city, you gotta be fly. I don't want to see no. I'm talking about. You gotta be best dressed every day. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be uniform. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to walk around and see no tacky ass nigga, man. Alright? Nigga ain't about to be around me wearing jogger fit and some weak ass Nike dunks, man. You know? All tacky and shit. You see? Unless, you know what I'm saying, I done played your land or something. You know, because you ain't come up and served the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Well, you ain't gonna be all tacky living around like Tazawan, man. You know? Lord's willing, one of those men.
That's right.
Jake gonna dress, but he gonna have a, you know what I'm saying? Jake gonna, he gonna dress proper. You know what I'm saying? Have, you know what I'm saying? A nice silk, you know, cotton, you know, linen. Like, man, even our, man, you know, it gets the layers. There's so many layers. How corrupt, all right, and destitute this kingdom is, man. Even the fabrics we wear is fucked up. The polyesters, the plastics that we're wearing plastic, literally. Spandex. This what is it called? Microfiber, you know, strands of plastic, man, woven together into hoodies and, you know, track pants and shit, man. The shoes, and we just literally covered in plastic. All that shit is leaching into our bodies, man. You see? In our kingdom, we're gonna be wearing fine linen. Think about, you know, we was going into the garments of a priest, man. The scriptures say we're gonna be kings and priests. So just imagine how our garments are gonna look, man. You know, the fine linens. And when you go and tap into that, you know, the linen and all that, you know, that's energy conducting as well. I don't know if they can find something on like the benefits of wearing linen or, you know, certain clothing or the frequencies. I believe a brother went into that a while back. You know, like the clothing has frequencies tied to it, man. You know? But, you know, all in all, you know, things are going to be better, all right, once the sons of God are ruling, all right, the planet Earth, man. See, everything that we do is going to pertain to life. While on the contrary, here in Babylon the Great, everything Esau Edom does pertains to death. See? So it's going to be a transferring of powers, man.
Yeah, cool. It says, I just looked up frequency in different clothing. It says fabric frequency refers to the vibrational energy a fabric is believed to possess, with natural organic materials like linen and wool having high frequencies, and synthetic fabrics such as polyester having very low frequencies.
Come on, man, one more time, bro. And then look up that word frequencies as well.
It says fabric frequency refers to the vibrational energy a fabric is believed to possess.
Hold on, one more slide. Slow down for me. My bad. You got it, bro.
Fabric frequency refers to the vibrational energy a fabric is believed to possess.
See, it's spirits tied to everything, man. It's a spirit tied to everything. Got right hand and left hand. Spirits tied to everything, man. It's literally a spirit in what we wear. You know, it's a spirit tied to what we wear. So shit, it may be some days you feeling all foggy. It's probably because you covered in plastic, man. You know, you ain't got nothing, you know, to uplift your spirit. You know, that's why me personally, I'm into gold. You know, Jake could, you know, call it flashy or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But I believe that it's really an energy conductor. When I wear gold, I feel like, yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? I feel good, you know, it's, you know, shining. You feel like, you know what I'm saying? That's why you got brothers who wear the different the stones, you know, the sapphires, the kiwi sapphires, the what's some other stones? Gems. Opal, you know what I'm saying? You know, so on and so forth, man. See? It's spirits and things tied to all the to all creation, man. You know?
It says, with natural organic materials like linen and wool having
this shit. We ain't gonna be drinking all the plastic in the kingdom, man. You know? But we're not gonna be drinking all the plastic, man. Even this shit. You know, this shit bakes in the sun and it's plastic particles, you know, leaching into the water and shit. That's why everybody's dying. Dying a slow death. You know, you wondering why your stomach and shit all fucked up. You know, you got heart palpitations. You know? It's just complete death here in Babylon, man. It's like, bro, you got it, bro.
Yeah, even the things you put on your skin, lotion,
Yep,
like certain of that shit, you know, different soap, you know, all the hair products, all that shit fuck you up, man, you know? It's all in your, cause that's I believe what, your skin, like the biggest organ or some shit?
Biggest organism on your body.
That shit, your skin absorbs shit. So you taking all that shit in, now, you know, now you through. It's a tooth, you trying to clean your teeth. That shit poison you too.
Yeah,
like,
man.
damn. Esau's a damn devil, man.
Yeah. You got our people who want to stay in this kingdom, man. This shit's ass, man. Yeah, bro. Man, bro, that shit's man, bro. That's why our beloved David, with the spirit, prophesied about this place. Says it's a shadow of death, man. You know, the valley of the shadow of death. It's just death all around. And what you eat, what you wear, what you consume, what you see, you know? It's just, man, bro. See what you don't see. You know what I'm saying? It's bad out, man. That's why we got to get out of here. That's why what we're doing is necessary and it's worth something. It's worth it. You know, the sacrifice we make, it's like it. Week in and week out, coming out here day in and day out to prophesy against this devil, this demonic entity, Esau, Edom, is worth it, man. Because in the latter end, people are going to wish they did what we did, man. You know? Because Lord's will, we stay steadfast and hold on to the very end. We're going to reap the benefits first go around. You know? I don't want to miss out, man. That's one thing about me. I don't want to miss anything, man. I don't want to have to go, you know, be born, you know, however long, 1,000 years later, 2,000 years later in the kingdom, and have to read up on, you know, what happened the first 1,000 years with the house. I want to be there. You know what I'm saying? The first responder. You know, my grandkids tugging at my garment. You know, tell us about the first 1,000 years of Yahweh Shai. You know, and you put them into some, you know, some portal, some simulation. You know how it was, and you know what I'm saying. It's like a big movie to them and shit. You know what I'm saying? You know, think like that, man. Yo, you make a point?
Oh no, that shit. It's a legacy, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you got something to your name.
Yep.
You know what I mean? That's, hey man, cause on the flip side, what they say in Daniel 12, that they gonna have everlasting confusion and shame. You know, these people, they're gonna be salty. Like, damn, I'm the one that betrayed the Lord, that betrayed the prophets. You know, you don't want to have that in your head. You know what I'm saying? In the kingdom, you know.
But you can finish up on that study.
It says, fabric frequencies refers to vibrational energy a fabric is believed to possess, with natural organic materials like linen and wool having high frequencies.
Right, they have high frequencies. All right, they conduct energy. You see? But like I said, here in Babylon, we got this bogus ass shit on, man. 95% polyester, 5% cotton. Then they say it's all organic. Then it's so fucked up because now shit may be 100% cotton, but it's synthetically made. It was made in a lab or, you know, or however. It's like, how the fuck do you make fake cotton? You know? It's like, man, this man Esau has weaponized everything. This man, he has his own salt mine. Shit.
Just finishing, it says in synthetic fabrics such as polyester having very low frequencies.
Right, and that's what majority of the world wears. Can you just look that up? See what the majority of fabric the world wears? I'm just curious. You know, but this is why we need out of this place, man. All right? We need a new, real quick, y'all, so I get 2 Peter 3:13.
Yeah, even real quick too, even like the colors, you know what I'm saying? Like that's why the apostles say, like, you know, it's not an order, you know, of course you can wear black, but he said don't wear too much black all the time. But that shit, you know what I mean? Because your colors can represent, even if you switch over to something lighter, you can feel a little bit more brighter and more, or maybe you might feel more cooler and calm if you wear blue or something like that. Or even Esau, he even got different words and shit he put on the shirt. You might have a scarf, you know, this equals death. A lot of people wear shit like that, like emo niggas and shit, you know? But yeah.
And then when they reflect their moods, they all slouched over, all grim looking, all depressed. Yeah.
Right.
Oh, I hate them niggas, man. Yo, you smacked as fuck, man. Stick your fucking face, some nigga face be all long and shit. You know what I'm saying? Nigga all hunched over. You got one bang covering his eye and shit.
Right.
Like, nigga look stupid as shit, man. Nigga's ass. Got it.
That's it.
2 Peter chapter 3, verse 13. Nevertheless, we, according to his promise, look for new heavens and new earth, and a new earth, wherein dwelleth righteousness.
One more time.
Sorry. 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 13. Nevertheless, we, according to his promise, look for new heavens and a new earth.
We look for new heavens and a new earth, man. I love this scripture, man. Read it one more time, bro, please. It's like, it's like, go back to the world for what, man? I always say this, man. Go back to the world for what? All right? So you could drive a weak-ass Honda Civic and a Toyota Camry, man. You know? Shit ass, man. You know? With this damn Edomite ruling over, this shit's whack. You know? This shit's butt, man. One more time on that verse. You need a new heaven and a new earth, man. Go ahead, bro.
Nevertheless, we, according to his promise, look for new heavens and a new earth.
We look for new heavens and a new earth. Go ahead.
Wherein dwelleth righteousness.
Wherein dwelleth righteousness, man. I always say, man, wickedness is played out, bro. You know, we all know what it's like to live a life of wickedness, bro. To be through and off, doing all types of abominable shit, man. We all know what that shit's like, you know? Righteousness, I want to see what righteousness is like. You know what I'm saying? To be pure, like, you know, my beloved brother said. I want to be pure. You know what I'm talking about? Jake be feeling filthy, bro. That shit is whack. You know? Jake be feeling unworthy. You know what I'm saying? But Jake got that mindset to want to do better and want to be better. You know, seeking better. You know, again, we're looking for new heavens and a new earth wherein dwelleth righteousness. We're not satisfied with how Esau Edom has governed the world, man. Look it up. Look, this nigga got a damn.
Very
Nah, what's the nigga name? The Cookie Monster?
Yeah.
This nigga got a bike hammer with the Cookie Monster on it. Like, just a whole bunch of big ass children out here, man. Esau Edom's a big ass child, man, with a dirty room. Gotta teach this nigga how to clean his own fucking room. It's like the earth is like your room. You own it, right? You got the earth is your, you know, you got your room, it's your own personal space. You know, you rule over your room, how your room look, how neat it is. You know how you got things set up, so on and so forth. Your house. You know, here it is. You were granted, all right, the rulership over this place. And look how you got it. Look at all the trash and shit out here, man. You got fucking Rowley's receipts and shit.
Throw up on the floor.
Yeah, man. UDF cups, half a milkshake and shit. You know, crumble cookie sitting on a you know what I'm saying, on the street and shit. Insomnia boxes and shit everywhere. You know, rappers and McDonald's lids.
Shit, piss.
Yeah, man, niggas shitting and pissing on the floor. I dare a fucking heathen come and piss on my gold streets. I dare you. You know, ain't gonna be none of that shit in the kingdom, man. You got it, bro. It's like
Even Trump, he was I forgot what nation it was. It was some Europe nation or some shit. He was like whatever nation it was. They said every maybe Sunday everybody would come outside. They would clean up the streets, clean up the area. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But this America, niggas just don't give a fuck. They just throw shit down. Don't give two fucks. You know, you can probably have something like that in the kingdom, like a clean. Well, of course you can have slaves, obviously. They can probably clean like every day. Streets, all that.
Every day.
Yeah.
Every day. Every day. Niggas gonna clean up every day. You know what I'm saying? Jake know how I am. You gonna clean every day, nigga. Round the clock. Spotless. To
You get your rest though. You get your rest.
On
You
the
get that little
Sabbath.
time. Yeah.
So that means the day before you're gonna have to work a double. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. That's right, man. That's a mind state of a king, man. How you should act, man. The so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans should have that mind state, man. And not have a proud look to yourself either, man. Because we're gonna be very grateful for what the Lord is going to give us, man.
Right. It's his will ultimately, you know?
So Sirach 10 at the top, it says, a wise judge will instruct his people, and the government of a prudent man is well ordered. As the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers. And what manner of man the ruler of the city is, such are all they that dwell therein. You know, just like brothers are speaking about, you know, you see the state that this kingdom is. Why is it this way? Because of the way that it was governed, the way that these that Esau Edom has pushed upon the people, man. You know, everything that Esau has taught you, everything Esau has shown you, all right, everything that Esau has made you subject to, all right, you live by it. And that's why there's trash and it's not all over the place.
Yeah, I'm about to get. Yeah, I was about to, man. This is craziness, man. This is America.
This is America, man. That trash can is America.
Yeah, that's what it represents right there.
So verse 3 says, an unwise king destroyeth his people, but through the prudence of them which are in authority, the city shall be inhabited. You see, an unwise king destroyeth his people. Everyone here is destroyed in one way or another. All right, from the food you eat, you drink, you walk around, the air, everything, you're being destroyed. Your body is constantly being broken down. You wake up every day at 5, 6 in the morning, you got to go to work. All right, your body's breaking down there. All right, you got to try your best to fight off all these different things in this kingdom, man. All right, so you know Esau is an unwise king, man, an unwise judge. He's breaking down his whole nation, man, even his own people. All right, even his own people are out there with veteran signs, you know what I'm saying, begging for money because they're not taken care of.
Hey,
Got a precept on you.
Salaki, what's I'm about to say? Right, trailer park. 8 mile living niggas, man. Yeah, I do live in a trailer. You know what I'm saying? Niggas, Esau fucked up too, man.
I got real quick. This is Sirach or Ecclesiastes 26, and I'm gonna start at 28. There be two things that grieve my heart, and the third maketh me angry: a man of war that suffereth poverty, and men of understanding that are not set by.
Real quick, you think David had his men, you know, who fought with him in battle, had them out there all fucked up and shit? You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
I mean, if they, you know, you had a council, they chose to suffer with him, but when he was in his throne, you think, you know what I'm saying? They was just all fucked up and shit. Oh yeah, I was in Dawood's army. They all fucked up and shit, man. I mean, they, you know, scars and shit, but just all lacking, shit like that. You know, that shit's unrighteous, man. But Esau Edom will have his own people. This nigga killed Osama himself. And this nigga on 71 on the, you know what I'm talking about? On 71 in Hudson.
Yeah.
Looking stupid, man. You know?
Or go to the VA and try to get a handout that you deserve, so to speak.
Right.
All right, and you gotta plead them. You gotta beg them to
Right.
get some shit, man. You know.
And then on the contrary, oh man, I seen the video. I felt bad for this Edomite, man. It was an old World War II veteran. He had to witness a pride party or a pride parade. And he was like, man, we ain't fight for this shit. But that's how Esau Edom has done you niggas, man. That's how Esau Edom does his own people. See? That's like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't even going to speak that. Because Yahweh Shai for damn sure wouldn't do us like that.
That's right. Yeah.
You know? But this is the unwise king that ruleth this people, man, and destroys them. He don't only destroy them physically, he destroys them mentally as well. To the point where Esau Edom hates Esau Edom now. That nigga hates himself now. You know?
Excuse me. Oh, I'm sorry, bro.
You got it.
I mean, look at the suicide rate. All right.
Yep.
Countless numbers of suicides. I don't know the number. I can give you a number in the military, so to speak. They say 22 a day. I know a lot of that. I know some people that dome themselves, man. And that's the conditions that Esau Edom, so-called white man, set for this place.
Right. It's like the movie Jarhead.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
a good ass movie, by the way. I like it.
Yeah.
You know, because it ain't dive into, you know, just the war aspect, but how being in the military and the army without having any spiritual comments, you need to take pictures of some shit. Essentially. But just being in the mental, how Esau fucks you up psychologically without even having to go on war.
Don't have to. They was itching to just shoot somebody at that point.
Yeah,
in Jarhead.
the red mist.
Yeah, they
You know what I'm saying?
couldn't.
What they call it, or the pink mist.
Oh, pink mist. Yeah, that's.
It was like I want to see the pink mist.
Oh yeah, they want to see some
They
flesh
wanna see
get
niggas
blown the
die.
fuck
It's
up,
like,
man.
shit, it's all I know now. And I can't even, you know, harness. You know what I'm saying? The shit that you talking. The psychological warfare that you know what I'm saying? Experimented on me. I can't even perform it. Now I'm all fucked up.
Yeah,
Now, like you said, niggas suicidal. You come home from war. Your wife getting popped by, you know, your ex-comrade, you know what I'm saying? Or your man you grew up with, you know what I'm saying, in high school. You know what I'm saying? This is what it's like being in Esau Edom's kingdom, man.
Yeah,
that shit ain't gonna happen in the kingdom of heaven.
That's right. Yeah,
It's gonna be justice and it's gonna be peace. Everything's gonna be ruled and governed in righteousness, man. You got it, bro.
One more verse.
No.
The Sirach 10 verse 4 says, the power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord, and in due time he will set over it one that is profitable. See, that's what's coming, man. You know, Esau and his kingdom doesn't bring forth any profit. You know, this kingdom is in debt. You know, the debt of this kingdom has reached its limits. You know, and soon enough the Lord is gonna in a sense clear our debt, man. You know, we get a clean slate, man. You know, and rule this earth in righteousness. All right.
What you say, her? Jake? Is that a lamb? Her warfare is accomplished.
It sounds like
I'll say 13 minutes. Type in accomplished. Just to back up the brother, because now, yeah, Kanye, you said you're going to get a clean slate. Got it.
It's Isaiah 40 verse 2. It says, "Speak ye comfortably to Jerusalem, and cry unto her, that her warfare is accomplished, that her iniquity is pardoned.
Yep.
For she hath received of Yahweh's hand double for all her sins."
Right, like you said, in time, our warfare is going to be accomplished. You know, the punishment that we were made to serve out in this planet is going to be fulfilled, man. Like you said, we're going to get a clean slate. It's like, hey, just like Yahweh Shah, he went through that process. You know, when he went off as Adam, he went off as Solomon, all right? And what, he cleared his debt via his sacrifice on the planet. And now what, he retained the glory that he had with the Heavenly Father in the beginning. That's the same process we're going through now. You know, we went off as our forefathers, you know, committed iniquity, idolatry, sin, so on and so forth. Now we're going through our punishment. And once our punishment is fulfilled, we're going to be brought back to our first estate, our glory that we had with Yahweh Shah in the beginning.
Right.
You know?
Gotta promote that real quick. This is Lamentations 4, verse 22. Man, I want to jump up to at least 21. It says, "Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom."
Hey, that's beautiful. Yeah, one more time, bro.
Yep.
Yeah.
Lamentations 4 and 21. It says, "Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom."
Bro, rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom. Be happy. You know, you had your fun, you had your time, you're still living in it. You eating the best of the best. You know, you know the hammer of the earth at a point in time. You know, you live proudful. You waved your flags. And you had your Tacoma with both flags hanging up. You know, you had your DJ Trump sign blowing off the back of the Humvee. You know what I'm saying? You know, live it up. Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, man. Be happy.
It says, "Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwellest in the land of Uz. The cup also shall pass through unto thee."
Right, the cup also shall pass through unto thee. You see, you're gonna have to go through that process, man. You're gonna have to, you know, be the lowest of the low, all right, on the planet. You're gonna have to feel that, man. You're gonna have to, you know, deal with that portion. You know.
Also shall pass through unto thee. Thou shalt be drunken and shalt make thyself naked.
Yep.
The punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion.
Yep.
He will no more carry thee away into captivity.
Right, man. Oh God, bro. One day, bro. One more time, man.
Yes, sir.
One day, man. We just gonna be gooders. Real quick, Jake did Isaiah 14. Start at the top, man. Go ahead, bro.
It says, "The punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. He will no more carry thee away into captivity."
He said he will no more carry thee away into captivity, man. And man, that's gonna be a beautiful day. We was going into the elder brought out that Psalms 148, going to us, you know, rejoicing upon our beds, our rest, man. Jay gonna be chillers in the kingdom, bro. You know, you wait, man, bro. Like I'm thinking about now, I gotta pour. I'm over here racking my brain about concrete. Then I gotta pour in the morning how we gonna have to straight edge and get it right. Make sure we got fall and pitch so the water don't hold and make it. It's like, man, you know what I'm saying? I'm doing the Lord's work. You gotta worry about this shit, you know? Shit, it's the end of the month, bills due. You know?
Yep.
Shit is just like, man, bro. But like you say, hopefully for us to speak.
Oh, baby. It says, "He will visit thine iniquity, O daughter of
Hey, we
Edom."
be needing that, man. That, man, spiritual sign keeps
Those
that
are signs.
going, man. It's like you dying and you just get that, what they call it? What's this shit called?
Oh, yeah. The CPR joint, the joint that bring you back to life, the electric joint. Yeah, that's how I could just say clear.
I did 50 Cent. Clear.
Oh, yeah, 50 Cent was smack.
Call it? AED machine. Yeah, Jake be needing them, Lord. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's
Keep Jake going, man. Keep Jake in the spirit. While you out watching out shot. And it was full too with it. You know what I'm saying?
It says, he will visit thine iniquity, O daughter of Edom, he will destroy thy sins.
Right. You will visit thy iniquity, O daughter of Edom. See? And like I said, ultimately, going back to the topic at hand, it's going to result into you heathens going into captivity, chiefly with Esau, Edom, man. All right? So-called white man is going into captivity, bro. Plain and simple. All you heathens ultimately. You're all going down. You all need to be tamed and chained up, man, like a Rottweiler. Chain these niggas up. All these niggas do is piss and shit at you fucking wear, man. And eat.
Yeah.
Ain't good for, what I'm saying? Ain't good for nothing, man. Just roll around in the dirt, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you got some great inventions and, see, you got mighty ways, don't get me wrong, all the heathens, you know what I'm saying? They got attributes about them that, all right, that's tight, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. But ultimately, the way you govern and rule is just ass. It's tacky, it's lazy, all right? It's just a mess, These dudes across the street, man. Jackie's just through. But Jake got anything?
That's it. On me.
It's Isaiah 14 at the top. It says, for Yahweh will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel and set them in their own land, and the stranger shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob.
Right, going into the Israelite foreigners being brought back to the fold. Like I said, they're going to cleave unto the house of Jacob. Go ahead.
And the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids.
Right, now we're jumping into the servants, all right, the heathens that are going to serve, all right, us in the kingdom. You got it.
It says, and they shall take
like you
them.
said, they're going to bring them to their place. All right? Go ahead.
And they shall take them captives, whose captives they were.
Right, they shall take them captives, whose captives they were. You see? Eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth, man. Like he was going into. Esau got to fill that portion of that cup. He got to drink of that cup, man. And all you other heathen do as well. Y'all got to drink of that. Because y'all had a hand in forwarding our affliction, man. The patty rag. That's right.
But finishing this out, it says, and they shall rule over their oppressors.
Right, we're going to rule over our oppressors. This hasn't happened yet, Because we're still at the bottom. The scriptures speak about, like the scriptures say, we are yet this day in our captivity, man. You see? You got it.
It says, and it shall come to pass in that day that the Lord shall give thee rest from thy sorrow.
Man, he said he's going to give us rest from our sorrows, man. Go ahead.
And from thy fear, and from the hard bondage.
Right, and from thy fear. Jake, like when you leave a house, you a fear, bro. Like you feel that little, even being out here, it's like, you know what I'm saying? You just feel that little, little hit in your chest, like shit, man. Like, I don't know what may happen. Esau may roll up behind me, or, you know what I'm saying? I might, lack performance at work, like, you know what I'm saying? Just like, you know what I'm saying? It's like every day is just constant fear in some way. Worried about bills and worried about what's gonna happen, and this and that. You see? It's just constant hell in this kingdom. You got it, bro.
It says, and from the hard bondage wherein thou was made to serve.
Right, and from the hard bondage wherein thou was made to serve, man. You see? The Lord's gonna give us rest from all these things. Jake ain't gonna wake up and, be worried about worried about the alarm at, 6:15 a.m., man. Ain't gonna be no fucking alarm clocks for the nation of Israel and the kingdom of heaven, man. I fucking hate alarms, bro. I hate being woken up. I hate that iPhone alarm. That shit's ass. You just wake up. I remember one time I was getting out of the bed. I'm like, I don't even know how I got up. I don't even know how I got to work. I was so damn tired. It's like literally like a spirit got me up. Like I just lifted up and I was just like up. I'm like, oh shit. Just fucked up. Sore, back tight.
Man, I hate that my best sleep is right before I gotta get up.
Man, you hear me?
That shit hell,
That
bro.
shit hits different.
Eyes heavy as hell.
Ah.
Heavy as hell. That just happened to me today. I'm like, damn, I gotta get up for class. I gotta, you know what I'm saying? Sure enough, it only lasted for 20 minutes. Damn, man. If I could just get this sleep all night, but nah, I'm waking up 10 times a night. You know what I'm saying? Some more shit.
Gotta hit the joint.
Gotta hit
Probably.
the joint, bro.
Ass, but yeah, Jake eyes be heavy as fuck. Like Jake done tied, little pebbles on them
Yeah.
crust. Big ass crust in your eyes and shit, man.
Man, you look at it. We've been tired all our lives, man.
Yeah, Jake, get that dang is 7 to 25. Yo, look, you said y'all appreciate it?
Yeah.
I had one too.
Yeah, get Daniel 725. That's it, man.
Real quick, Ezekiel 36 and 12, because like you said, no more shall Esau put us in captivity. And if you read up a little bit, it's going to name Esau by name. But I'm going to start at 12, Ezekiel 36 and 12. Yea, and I will cause men to walk upon you, even my people Israel, and they shall possess thee, and thou shalt be their inheritance, and thou shalt no more henceforth bereave men of them of men. So the Lord said we're going to possess Edom as slaves, and no more they're going to bereave us of men, because Esau, he didn't want to kill all of us and shit. During slavery, now, like we said, with the food and poison and all that shit, sending Israelite men to go fight his bullshit wars, Thus saith the Lord God, because they say unto you, thy land devours of men, and hath bereaved thy nations, therefore thou shalt devour men no more, neither bereave thy nations anymore, saith the Lord God. But yeah, so the Lord, even these different nations Esau's fucking with, all that's gonna come to an end. The Lord gonna stop it. No more, no mas. It's in Spanish.
What's it called? Gringo? And that white.
Yeah.
White man. No mas, gringo. But, Jake,
You said Daniel 725.
Daniel chapter 7, verse 25. And he shall speak great words against the Most High, and shall wear out the saints of the Most High, and think to change times and laws. And they shall be given into his hand until a time and times, and the dividing of time.
right, like you said, he shall wear out the saints. Who are the saints? All right, the Israelites, man. See, and when you go into that word wear out, it goes into harass. See, constantly being harassed in his kingdom, man. All right, in various ways. You see, and you said Jake lacking sleep. Jake just all the way through, man. See, this is the byproduct of the heathenistic rulership, man. All right, and you're gonna have to feel that, Esau. You're gonna have to tap into that. You're gonna know what it's like. All right, especially with you elites who just been living living in pleasures through and through. All right, you and your families and, the ones, under you, the underlings. All right, they're going to know what it feels like to be a slave, man. See, to work in fields.
Get their backs whipped.
Yeah, get them back stripped and whipped. Your ass really going to be red then. Slap the shit out of it. I'm going to slap the fuck out of you. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Big ass, godly handprint on wrap all the way around. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The palm gonna be here, and then my fingers gonna be like right here. That's how, you know what I'm talking about?
It's gonna, yeah. I just want to, like you know what I mean?
It's gonna wrap around his hook. You know what I'm talking about?
I'm gonna leave it on there too, so all the other slaves can.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it's gonna happen.
But that's what they did to us. That's called they buck break the strongest
Yeah.
John Coffey looking nigga, man.
Yeah.
And they
Lex Luger looking niggas. I mean, yeah, Ken Norton built niggas, man. They show you that shit in Mandingo, man. Or was that drums? I forget which one.
either or.
But yeah, Esau nasty, man. I forget which one with Ken Norton. He playing in both Mandingo and let me see. It may have been Mandingo because that's the one he was fighting other. Yeah, they used to have to fight each other and shit. But they made him a fighter. It's Mandingo. And Mandingo fighter. And then the slave owner, because they was betting on him. He killed the one man, and then He like, what you want? He's like, man, he was like, man, I want some pussy pretty much, man. So here it is. My man Ken Norton trying to get some box. You just see a white-eyed Edomite face come out the shadows, man, like Michael Myers, man. And he wanted to join in. He's like, what the fuck? Like, that's Esau, man. You nasty dudes. Looking at Jake's ass cheeks and shit, man. Nigga weird, bro. But Esau into all that homosexuality and shit, man. That seemed bugged the fuck out, man. You see an Edomite nigga come out. He said, please me. Yo, this shit weird, man. I forget which one it was. I don't know. I think it was me and Jake over the drums. One of them. I don't know if Jake ever watched them two, but Jake, them two good movies.
I seen Django. I mean,
Yeah, see, Dingo.
that's good enough.
Was that the one?
I can't remember that scene.
Yeah. They were weird. It may have been drums.
I got a precept though. Wait,
It
so
may
like,
have been drums.
he just read
Daniel 7.
yeah, the Wear Out the Saints. I got a precept. Psalms 127 and 2. It says, "It is vain for you to rise up early, to sit up late, to eat the bread of sorrows, for so he giveth his beloved sleep." You know, it's like brother say, you gotta wake up early as hell, before the sun gets up. You know what I mean? You gotta go to the goddamn alarm clock. And it says, so it's vain for you to rise up early, to sit up late, and then you spend all your fucking day at work, spending 8, 10, 11, 12, whatever hours. Then you get home, you don't got much time for yourself, so now you sitting up late, knowing you gotta work tomorrow. Now you gotta force yourself to go to sleep like you're a child or some shit. Like you got fucking school tomorrow or something. You know? It says to eat the bread of sorrows, cause that shit's bitter, man. You every single day you gotta wake up and go somewhere you do not want to go to, you don't give a fuck about. And this is building another man's empire. This ain't building your shit.
Right, because like you said, in the ancient world, shit, if I got a vineyard or a garden, I'm getting my ass, I'm gonna do what I do to make sure my shit flourish, not only for myself, but for my children and, those under me, man. But here it is, you go into another nigga vineyard. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Can we get that real quick? That Solomon 1:5. You can start at 5. And then you can have it back. You know what I'm saying?
Song of Solomon, chapter 1, verse 5.
And 6 too.
Yes, sir. I am black but comely, O ye daughters of Jerusalem, as the tents of Kedar, as the curtains of King Solomon. It says, look not upon me.
Right, which that shows too that the so-called black Latinos and Native Americans are brown skin, black, dark skin. And in the tents of Kedar of Solomon, you look it up, it's a black tent. You know what I'm saying? So that proves that the Israelites is that color. But you got it.
Verse 6, it says, look not upon me because I am black, because the sun hath looked upon me. My mother's children were angry with me. They made me the keeper of the vineyards.
Right, we were slaves, our mother's children. All right, Esau, he's our brother too. He had us in the vineyards out there, where they drawing water. All that represents slavery. But you got it.
Drawing water.
Yep. Picking cotton and all that, crazy shit. Cane, what's that? Cane sugar. I think it's what it's called.
Getting
Yeah,
avocados,
Yep.
making Northern tribe making alcohol for Esau in the fields still to this day, picking oranges and shit. Yeah. It says, we're angry. Yeah, tobacco. Yep. It says, we're angry with me. They made me the keeper of the vineyards, but mine own vineyard have I not kept.
Right. Our own vineyard we have not kept. We don't got our own business. Some brothers might have a little something. But even if you do have your business, Esau is still gonna fuck you up. Because even during the time of the Rona, when everything got shut down, what businesses was actually prospering in that time? That the big names like Amazon and Kroger and shit, are the small, little insignificant spots. Yeah, they, had to go out of business and shit. All that shit was planned, man. But that was it.
Yeah, man. Jake just live a bitter and sorrowful life, man. This shit's ass. That's why we can't wait. That's why we can't wait to get the hell up out of here. Like, we brought out that 2 Peter 3. We're looking for new heavens and a new earth, man. Wearing gold and righteousness, man. It'll put you heathen in subjection. So let's get that Isaiah 6. Who we got on time? Isaiah 6 is Real quick, grab that Isaiah 62. We say he shall give him no rest to establish and make Jerusalem the praise on the earth. You see, and this is why we got to constantly cry out, man. You know, tug at, I always say, tug at the Heavenly Father in Yahweh Shai's garment. You know, give him no rest. And the brother, Ottawa, I believe, the elder bro, you know, he made a video going into how those who are sincere in this truth are constantly crying out to the Lord, man. You know? And like the Apostle Gabar always say, send up persons daily, man. All right? Plead to the Heavenly Father. Beg him to hasten his coming, man. You know, we always bring that second Esdras 2 out concerning praying for a few days, man. But you got it, bro.
So, Isaiah 62, I'll start at verse 6. It says, I have set watchmen upon thy walls, O Jerusalem, which shall never hold their peace day nor night.
Right, which shall never hold their peace day nor night. Man, that's why we're constantly doing videos, constantly on the highways and byways, week in, week out. I know GMS as a whole is just round the clock videos, studies, classes. It's round the clock, man. All right, showing forth our effort, man. Showing, you know, through the spirit that we want to get the hell up out of here, man. Don't pray to the Lord. Constantly sending up prayers, man. You know, these epistles, you know, damn, they know that scripture at. We're pretty much going to like our sorrows as prayers. I forget exactly where it's at, man. But you know, pretty much, you know, we doing these epistles, we crying out, you know, so on and so forth, man. You know, those sorrows are like prayers, man.
Are you talking about groaning? Talking about groaning?
Yeah, I think, yeah, that's in Romans 8, I think. Yeah, I think that's that Romans 8. Yeah. If I'm not mistaken, I forget. But
read it real quick.
Yeah, if you may.
It's Romans 8:26 says, likewise the Spirit also helpeth our infirmities, for we know not what we should pray for as we ought.
Right. Sometimes you know what to pray for. Now, I literally sometimes through the Spirit, like if I ain't got nothing on my mind, I just be like, may my sorrows be my prayers. You know what I'm saying? Through the Spirit. You know? And the Lord knows, man. You got it.
With the Spirit itself make intercession for us with groanings which cannot be uttered.
Right. See? The Spirit makes intercessions for us, man. Sometimes you can just be through like, man, Bible shot. You know what I'm saying? You know, sometimes you just say Bible shot. You know?
Yeah.
The Lord knows what you mean by that. Because you look at your state like, man, you know what I'm saying? You see?
Yeah.
But like the scripture say this, you know, the Heavenly Father is bound by his word, so things gotta, you know, play out how they're gonna play out, man. But the Lord can't wait just like we can't wait. You know? But you got it, bro.
Back Isaiah 62, I bring back verse 6. I have set watchmen upon thy walls, O Jerusalem, which shall never hold their peace day nor night.
Yep.
Ye that make mention of the Lord, keep not silence, and give him no rest till he establish.
Right, he said keep not silence, man. We ain't like Sakari and these niggas who doing podcasts and who chilling with the Hoover Crips. You know what I'm saying? At the kickbacks and, you know, the backyard boogie parties and shit, man. You know, with the hood days and all that shit. What was that called?
Vlogs and shit.
East Side Day and shit like that. Hoover Crip Day and all that shit, man. We ain't, nah, bro. You see? We ain't taking our hand off the plow. Now being a Hebrew Israelite is played out and all this shit. Nah, man. Fuck all that shit, bro. You read that part again? Keep not silence.
Yeah, it says, ye that make mention of the Lord, keep not silence.
Right, keep not silence, man. Constantly pray. Constantly cry out, man. Beg. Going to prayer goes in the bag, man. You should be begging. All right? You got it, bro.
It says, and give him no rest. And give him no rest till he establish until he make Jerusalem in praise in the earth.
Right, give him no rest. You see, how do we not give the Heavenly Father rest? By doing what we're doing now. Doing the work, toiling. See, crying out, praying. All right? Give him no rest till he establish and make Jerusalem a praise in the earth again, man. Till he completely revived the nation. All right? Till, you know, that Revelation 21 is fulfilled. You see, I see New Jerusalem. Can you get that real quick? Revelation 21. I think what, the second verse maybe? not mistaken. New Jerusalem. New Jerusalem. Coming out of the fire.
Revelation 21.
Yeah.
So Revelation 21 in verse 2, it says, and I saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, coming down from the Most High out of heaven.
Right, which that holy city ultimately is going into the people. Right, because when you tap into this chapter, although yes, we're going to have the physical buildings and palaces and so on and so forth, those stones, you know, the foundations, etc., represent the people. All right, the scriptures speak about the 12 foundations, all right, about the furlongs, you know, the measurements of this building, and that's going into us being that spiritual temple, being the physical embodiment of the kingdom. That's what Revelation, the 21st chapter, is going into. All right, you got it, bro.
It says, prepare as a bride adorned for her husband.
Right, he said, you see New Jerusalem, going to be refreshed, going to be revived, we're going to be new. They're going to be, man, glorious, man. New bodies. You know what I'm saying? They ain't gonna have no fucking infirmities and shit, man. They gonna have nice teethuses. You see? Eyes white. Jake eyes all red and yellow, liver fucked up and shit. You know? Eye health bad. Jake got glaucoma and all types of shit, man.
Asthma pumps and shit.
Yeah, man.
Fuck out of here.
You know? Shit fucked, man. You see? Jake. You got it. You got it, bro.
Verse 3.
Straight Jake on the line and shit, man.
And I heard a great voice out of heaven saying, behold, the tabernacle of the Most High is with men, and he will dwell with them, and they shall be his people, and the Most High himself shall be with them and be their power.
Nah, but like you said, tabernacle shall be with men. Alright? That's it. Where we at?
Almost 90 minutes.
Isaiah 60, you saw like 15.
So Isaiah 60 verse 15, it says, whereas thou hast been forsaken and hated, so that no man went through thee, I will make thee an eternal excellency.
Right, he's gonna make us an eternal excellency, man. Like Jake really gotta understand what we're fighting for, bro. So all you weak ass niggas who got weary and weak, hey man,
Lost the faith.
y'all ass bogus, man.
Was little weak.
Bogus, man. Lord's will, like I said, Lord's will we continue, man. You got it, bro.
It says, a joy of many generations.
A joy of many generations, man. Go ahead.
Thou shalt also suck the milk of the Gentiles,
Yep.
and shalt suck the breast of kings, and thou shalt know that I, Yahweh, am Yahweh, am thy Savior and thy Redeemer.
Right, poetically speaking of us being nourished by these Gentiles, man. In the sense that we're gonna, you know, inherit their resources, their victuals, you know what I'm saying? They're gonna tend to us, you see? It's like you got a nursing mother, she tends to her child. All right, these Gentiles, these kings, etc., they're gonna tend to us, man. You see? And nourish us.
They're gonna be the new mammies.
Right. Go ahead, bro.
It says, and thy Redeemer, the mighty one of Jacob. For brass I will bring gold, and for iron will bring silver.
Yeah, he said, for brass I will bring gold, for iron I will bring silver. So you got it, bro.
And
Oh,
for
man,
wood,
bro, like Jake, man, we about to really be up on a level, bro. Just on the earth. Just imagine beyond the earth. When we travel to different galaxies and solar systems, man. You know, we ain't even tapped into that. Go ahead, bro.
it says, and for wood, brass, and for stones, iron.
Yep.
I will also make thy officers peace, and thine exactors righteousness.
Yep.
Violence shall no more be heard in thy land.
Violence no more should be heard in our land. It ain't gonna be 2:30 in the kingdom. Here, you know, I'm talking about switch go off. Niggas just got hit with the Trey Pound and shit like, you know what I'm saying? 40 cal just went off and shit. There ain't gonna be none of that in the kingdom, bro. You know what I'm talking? It's 2:35 in the kingdom. You hear gunshots going off and shit. You know what I'm saying? 2:30 a.m., man.
Wake you up out of your
They
sleep.
wake you up out your sleep.
That is a
Helicopter and shit. And there ain't gonna be no fucking ambulance in the kingdom, man. Ambulance. You know what I'm saying? We'll be coming out here to number 4 or some shit. Number 7? Yeah, man.
Oh, ambulance. That's good.
Yeah.
All right, so I know the fire truck. 7.
No, it may be 7. But ain't gonna be none of that shit in the kingdom. Go ahead, bro.
Violence shall no more be heard in thy land, wasting nor destruction within thy borders.
Right, and where does the small hat fulfill this? When you got bombs going over them niggas' heads every other day.
yeah.
They shoot missiles out every other day. Because that land, that city state or whatever they call it in Israel, alright, we ain't just gonna have just that. Alright? The land mass is way bigger than just that. See? Go ahead, bro.
And thou shalt call thy walls salvation and thy gates praise. The sun shall be no more by thy light by day, neither for brightness shall the moon give light unto thee. But the Lord shall be unto thee an everlasting light, and thy power thy glory.
He's gonna shine upon us, man. See? Go ahead.
The sun shall no more go down, neither shall the moon withdraw itself.
We ain't gonna lack no wisdom, knowledge, and understanding.
For the Lord shall be thy everlasting light,
Yep.
and the days of thy mourning shall be ended.
Ooh. We said the days of thy mourning shall be ended. Man.
Man,
Go ahead,
it's like
bro.
waking up and
Yeah.
being refreshed, man.
Yeah, good ass cup of OJ. Just
Oh.
imagine that first sip of OJ in the kingdom, man. Talking about,
Hell yeah.
you hear me?
Nice piece of, good piece of steak or something,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, good bison and eggs in the morning. Talking about shit
Shorty.
over medium and shit.
Yeah, shorty. You know what I mean?
You know, medium well, you know what I'm talking about? Yeah, you got one of your ladies, your lady of the day and shit. You know what I'm saying? She got that silky, you know what I'm talking about?
You know what I mean?
She got that silky shit on, man. Feeling good lady, y'all just like, you know what they're thinking, man.
Yeah. That's
You gotta do his thing, yeah.
yeah, do this
You know
little
what I'm saying?
shitty.
Yeah, Yatazak wake up, do his little dance and shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Got his slippers on and shit. You know, a good depiction of that, you know, on a base level is Coming to America, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, man, yeah. Abs and shit, they all chilled up.
Mike
Yeah.
and shit, you know what I'm saying?
They got the big ass beard, the lion face embedded in it. Yeah.
And then the dumb nigga wanna go to New York and pick up a New York bitch, man.
Right, man. That shit was simple as fuck.
I would have kept that barking ass up.
Man.
Yeah.
You like what I like,
Yeah.
you do what I want to do.
Man.
You can't beat that.
You know what I'm talking about? Your woman, she got that nice silky shit on, boy, on hand. Saying good bison meat in the morning, eggs over medium. Talking about good sourdough toast with the pasture-raised butter. You know, big tall ass cup of freshly squeezed orange juice. Pinch, you know what I'm saying? Pinch of, you know what I'm saying, natural sugar or whatever. You know what I'm talking about? A little spoon of lemon. You know what I'm saying? Said they got that night robe on. Somehow with the slides on one head, linen slide, you know, however you breathe them up or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Talking about with the fur in it, you know what I'm saying? Looking good. Come on, man, we gotta really think here, man. That's what we're fighting for, man. Peace. Some more.
Yeah, 2 more verses. Thy people shall be all righteous.
It said, thy people shall all be righteous, man. Tapping into that new covenant also. See, and that's how we know we're not fully into a new covenant. All right, because the scriptures speak about us not having to teach our brother or our neighbor. All right, like you said, our people are going to be all righteous, man. That's not happening. You Edomites over there in the land, Amalekites in the land are not all righteous. Like the elder bro made mention at the class today, how you control Pornhub and, you know what I'm saying? All type, and we'll be on Pornhub, weird, not gay sex, swingers, and, you know what I'm saying? All that abominable shit, man. Lesbians. You own that shit, Amalek. You perverse devil. Niggas are nasty. You just want throw the sign at the camera sometime, man. You know? Nasty ass Edomites, man. They try to act like you the beacon of light, man. You the most precious thing on the planet, man. You was fucking perverse and disgusting. You wanna break a point?
No, I had a precept, whenever. Jeremiah 31:33. But this shall be the covenant that I will make with the house of Israel. After those days, saith the Lord Yahweh, I will put my law in the inward parts.
Right, that ain't in Amalek. The law is not in Amalek. You got Pink City. All right? You fucking
I think that Pink City might be the most mowed festival in the world. I believe.
And then you got, your rabbis who are circumcising children with your fucking mouths. You got the blood trickling all down into your beard and shit. Man. You fucking Edomites, man. You white people are disgusting, bro. That's some nasty ass shit, bro. You got little babies, you know what I'm talking about? And then you sizzle. How do you even do that shit, man? Teeth. They could probably sharpen his teeth and shit. If that ain't demonic, I don't know what the fuck is, man. You ain't gonna have Jake, the priest in the kingdom, fucking circumcising children, you know what I'm saying, with their mouth, man. Fucking white people are disgusting, bro. Go ahead.
It says, I will put my law in their inward parts and write it in their hearts and will be their power, and they shall be my people.
Right, he's gonna write the laws in our hearts, our mind. You see? Our lives. Alright? Like Jake said, man, we're gonna be pure, bro. Jake ain't gonna have no wicked thoughts. Jake, his mind, man, go to some dark places, boy.
Yeah.
You know? Mind go to some dark places, man. That mental plague, shit go to some dark places. And all that's gonna be wiped away, man, in the kingdom of heaven, man.
Tranquility.
Yep.
Isaiah 60 verse 21, that people also shall be all righteous. They shall inherit the land forever.
They shall inherit the land forever. You got it.
The branch of my planting, the work of my hands, that I may be glorified.
That he may be glorified. All right, because ultimately, what the scriptures say, we are engraven in the palm of his hand. You see? So although, we will benefit from it, it's ultimately, will magnify the name of Yahweh Bahashem and Hawashai. Got it?
A little one shall become 1,000. A little one shall become 1,000.
Right, Jake gonna be able to enjoy their kids, man. Some Jakes say, don't have kids with Jake, ain't gonna have no kids with this kid. Some brothers got kids. But I know personally, as a young brother who don't have kids, I would love to have a little boy, man. Of course I ain't gonna want one here. All right, but I'd love to have a little boy, man. A little man. I'm telling you, see him raised up. He a splitting image, man. Like you said, they gonna have kids, abundance of kids, man. Go ahead, bro.
A little one shall become 1,000, and a small one a strong nation.
Right, a little one shall become 1,000, and a small one a strong nation. All right?
I will hasten it in his time.
Fine. All right, Jay good? All right, so with that, we'll give all glory and praises to
Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai Bahashem Rakakudash.
double honor to our beloved elders and apostles, the great meal, shalom, shalom, shalom to elect. Shalom to all the Hakim, pushing the truth, pushing serious, and shalom in the Bible.
Baba Ball, Shalom. Lord's will we endure.